If you're watching this video, then I'm assuming a couple things about you. Number one, you're probably under the age of 25. And number two, you're on self-improvement. If you're two of those things, keep watching this video. If you're not, feel free to watch, but you're not obligated to. So, if you can relate to this, please let me know. I have a few friends who don't develop a lot of good habits, and you might relate to this. Since I started self-improvement back in September of 2021, I've been noticing a lot of bad habits that my friends, specifically on the video game aspect. They would wake up, scroll on Instagram for half an hour to a whole hour, and then the first thing they would do out of bed is play video games. Does that sound like you? Because I feel like a lot of people that have started self-improvement can relate to this. Now the real question is, well then, what do you do with that friend, especially if they don't ask for your help and they see you making all the progress and they don't really congratulate you or anything? They're just like, oh, cool. You know, like they don't really, you have a few friends that like will congratulate you and appreciate for what you're doing. And although you're not looking for validation, it's always nice to earn that respect from people. But to some friends in particular, you feel like they're envious of you or that they are jealous in some sort of way, and they keep playing video games, they keep eating bullshit food. If this sounds like you, I 100% relate to you, and I'm going to help you right now. So, if you've been helping your friend trying to get on self-improvement for the longest time and they refuse to listen to you, or they don't take your advice really, they keep doing the same bullshit, and you know for a fact that you're not going to change their mind, you can do this. Let them suffer. Now, what do I mean by that? I don't mean like beating the shit out of them and beating the living shit out of them and curb stomping them to the ground and just letting them lay there. That's not what I mean. What I mean by letting them suffer is that since they didn't ask for your help and you know for a fact that they don't want it, then let them suffer the consequences of their actions. Because chances are, if they're not wanting your help now, they're probably going to end up figuring out the hardships later on, and that's going to have to force them to grow. The thing that my dad taught me was that you basically, when you enter the world, you basically either learn the easy way or you learn the hard way, meaning that you learn right now through self-improvement, or you get beaten the living shit out of. And in this case with your friends and such, they basically need to learn to suffer, and they need to go through the hardships before they believe that they're ready to go. Sometimes there's no other easy way to learn than to suffer and to be in a state of sadness and depression and all that stuff. Sometimes it takes a lot of hardships to really grow into the person you want to be. And I just remember, for guys our age, we know what it's like. During COVID and everything, it's like, we were fucking isolated from everything. We couldn't see anybody, and it felt like everything was getting taken away from us. At least that's how I felt. Now, if you feel like your friend is redeemable and that you feel like you can help them in some sort of way, I would recommend that you try to help them in any way possible. Try helping them in some way, because if you know for a fact that if you offer the advice to them, you don't force it on them or anything, and you kind of just let them take it a little bit and you see that they are interested, then why would you leave that friend? I mean, you've been watching these self-improvement YouTubers and everything, and you know the answer to everything, and you know for a fact that your friend can benefit from it, and you know for a fact that he would want to have your help, and that he wants to get better, and you know that for a fact, then you should help him. Because I don't think anything's more painful than the guy who doesn't get saved when he really wanted to. So think about that next time you see your friend. Is he the type of person that wants my help, or is he the type of person that needs to suffer?